Can we kick off with the Burna Boy show
So we're kicking off with Burna.
while I get things in order? Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Welcome everybody. Oh God, you're putting me. Is it now that we should be talking about Burna?
I'm so sorry.
I have things to say, but I know there are not a lot of people here right now because we're just starting. But I'm gonna
see. It's the safest time to do it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put my disclaimers out right now. We'll start with this. First things first. Nothing any of you is ever going to say is ever going to take away the fact that Burna Boy is a premium performer. See, I don't care if you like him.
The whisper.
I don't care if you like
but it's
him.
the truth,
If you don't like him, whether he's stubborn, whether he's not stubborn, whether he's this, whether he's that, he's a premium performer. The actual performance, 10 over 10, beautiful stuff. Loved every single bit of it. He essentially just gave us a full show, like a full show, and it was very, very exciting to watch and be part of and to listen and to enjoy. And I went with some friends, so we're having the time of our lives. So that part was clear. That part was really good. He did a bunch of different songs. What was the play out? One part which I was kind of sad about, because the second part of my conversation is going to go to this. But one thing that I didn't get to enjoy enough of was Nisi. Nisi opened for Burna, which was really, really cute. She's a great performer, but it was also interesting because there were people asking who the hell is that, and I had to be explaining, don't you people know that's Burna Boy's sister? So that part was kind of sad-ish, but she can sing, so whether you know her or not, she was opening for him, so it was very interesting. As far as what he performed, he did some really good songs. He did a mix. He has a medley at the end where he jumps into stuff with what's it called? The song with Shabuzi. He does all his old school songs into a medley of that, and so that was something that was exciting. Where he did Amorawa, he did Like to Party, he did all these really cool songs, and that goes back to what I was saying last week about when he performs, he can make a song sound completely different. So that part was really good. Now, for the second part of this conversation, which I think is going to be the controversial, let's drag Burna part of the conversation. I think everybody has been talking about, his shows are getting cancelled because he's disrespectful and he's stubborn and he's this and he's that. And I'm not one to make excuses for somebody, but when I finally got the opportunity to go to the show for myself, I can actually tell you that the reason why the show is getting cancelled is not because of it might be in part, but it's not because
it's not solely
it's not about the whole he told somebody why he's sleeping at my concert
scandal.
And I want everybody to take this as I'm speaking. Please listen with sense. Thank you very much. So one of the things that we have come to know over the years, right, which we have explained 1,000,001 times, is that while a show might be sold out, it does not mean that it is sold out by, by people showing up. It could be anything from resellers to actually people buying tickets and all of that. And one of the things that we've talked about 1,000,001 times here, especially with arena shows, is when people talk about, this place is a 20,000 people capacity, blah, blah, blah. And we're telling you that the place might be 20,000, but the assigned seats for this concert were maybe 15. or maybe 10, right? So when they say this was sold out, they mean they sold out 10,000 seats. They don't mean they sold out 20,000. So one mistake that I think personally that Burna made and the team made with this specific tour is they did something which I haven't seen any other, like at least Afrobeats artist doing, which is they did an arena tour, which even the one the show I went to there was a place he performed the last time. But as we all know, when we saw them preparing for this tour, they did a 360 stage.
Right.
And I think that is actually the essential downfall, or quote unquote.
You think it was too ambitious?
I think that's where the problem started. And that's where I think the issue is. So, and I'll compare it to two things. So the arena that Burna played at is where, like, it's a basketball court where they have like NBA games and stuff.
Yeah.
He has played there before. I have seen him there before. And the crowd then seemed bigger. But when I actually got there and I looked at it, it was actually the same-ish. And I'll tell you why. When he had that show, like maybe 2-3 years ago, essentially, you know how they would set up the stage, they would close off everything behind the stage, so you're losing about 7,000 seats, right? And so that was a packed show. Now, while the 360 stage this time helped with the experience because he took advantage of that stage, the dancers are in the middle, the singers are one side, the drummers are one side, the band is on one side. It was a beautiful, beautiful concept. It's definitely added to the experience. But the thing with a 360 stage is that instead of selling 10,000 seats, you're now going for 20. So even if 10,000 people, which is what most people are selling, 10, 15, 20, like, even though those many people buy seats, because it's a 360, it doesn't feel as...
It doesn't more feel seats as, to fill.
Yeah, it's more seats
to fill, in summary,
so
essentially.
That is one thing that I would say essentially worked against Burna, is that while the 360 stage added to the experience, it also added to the agenda. Right?
Yeah, for sure. The agenda was definitely moving.
The agenda is their empty chairs. One thing that I did notice, because one of the things I did was I bought seats like that would benefit the whole 360 of it all in one corner. But one thing that I realized is that what they ended up doing, at least in the arena I went to, was that the area that you would typically think is the back of the stage, quote unquote, even though in this case there's no back of the stage, the area you would typically think is the back of the stage, which is where we had like bought tickets and everything, they closed it off. And so what they did was that when you got there, you could show them where your ticket was, and they would give you new tickets.
They give you new seats.
Immediately.
Yeah, they basically do that thing where when you enter church, where the usher is trying to lead you to the front where there's so it to be to be packed, Abby.
The seats I got were like probably 10 times better than what I paid for.
Nice.
Yeah, so
we get the picture.
Yeah, so I got better seats than what I got.
Nice.
There were people on the floor, but then again, it contributes to that whole thing. If you're in a concert and you get floor seats, you're facing the stage.
Right.
But in this case, because of Burna's setup, the floor was surrounding the stage.
Gotcha.
And so what ends up happening is that people are more spread out. Everybody's not
of course
jammed together up against each other.
Of course.
There were a few empty seats, so I will say it wasn't like it was like sold out or anything. But essentially what they did was that if he had done this tour and done it the same way he did all his other tours,
like the one,
it would have been fine.
Yeah,
like it would have gone perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I think the 360, while it added to the experience, and I loved it, he took advantage of that 360 thing like mad. Loved it. They had like a kiss cam. There was a point where I thought they were about to do Coldplay because somebody came there with their side. It was very interesting. They were telling them to kiss. The guy was pushing. Right. It was very fascinating.
Right.
They had like him coming out of the ground, the dancers, everything. It was beautiful.
Nice. Bottom line,
but my bottom line out of the whole experience is,
I had a good time.
Number one, Burna is a great performer.
Yeah, I had a good time, man.
But number two, I had a good time. But number two, I think he needs to take a break.
He's on road for a minute. He's been on road.
I think it's time for Burna to
Anyway, all right, man.
Back for a second.
No, I think it all makes sense. Like overall,
I know that.
Down to the 360
I know it's
thing.
easy to agenda now. Everybody wants to be like, they cancelled this show because
Chibi is having too much fun in the.
Belema is killing me, man. I appreciate the obviously this is all.
No, because to be honest,
so you have to offer a balanced perspective.
Yeah.
No. If I wasn't at the show, I would probably be thinking it's the same reason why that
But Belema, just to add to what you said though, Burna I think he's also suffering from not having a hit record. Like usually, I think on his previous tours, he has had bigger records.
There's momentum. Like the momentum is not the highest at it's ever been.
Yeah. Because there were songs that he was singing off No Sign of Weakness that even some people that I know, like that were at
they had no idea.
Like, they didn't listen to the album like that. And I'm like, you know what, fair. You didn't listen to the album, fair. That's cool. I think my thing and the reason why it jumped out to me and Chibi laughing is funny is because after the show, the amount of agenda I was seeing on the TL. It's one thing to witness agenda. It's another thing to witness agenda that they are making for somewhere that you were at. Somebody posted a video and he said, people are angry that I did not apologize, and that is what he said at his Dallas show. I was standing at the Dallas show and that guy was tired. He was telling everybody, thank you for coming out. I'm so grateful that you guys came to spend your nights with me. What are you people talking about? So it's just funny to see people
I did see videos from that Dallas location, just showing videos around the seats. A lot of the top
there were a lot of people that got suites and higher seats. So here's what I would say. Because American Airlines is so big, instead of looking sideways for seats, you have to look up for seats. So if you looked up, you would see that the place was full. But if you looked to the side on right behind, which again, there's no behind of the stage because he chose to do a 360 stage. Right. So if you look where quote unquote the behind will be, it looked empty because there was nobody there. But that was because everybody else was spread out and looking up. So you have to look up as opposed to look sideways. It was just funny to watch agenda. Unfold for something that I was sitting down at. I was like,
let's pivot to that. Let's pivot to the agenda aspect of it because there's a lot of, frankly, it is misinformation that is spreading across Burna right now. He's in the heat of it, right? He's facing a lot of the typical stan activity that we see amongst the other camps, right?
Yeah.
So
and people are quick to carry fake news.
Of course, and obviously it's kind of in vogue, quote unquote, to shit on Burna at this point because it's he did something that was frankly not good publicly. So it's it seems okay. It seems
you guys are not having a balance.
Wait. Chibi. We'll get there. It seems that the air is ripe, for Burna hate, and I think there's a few things we can take out of it because some people are seeing this quote unquote agenda and misinformation as a targeted attack from some campaign. Like some people actually think they are sending Burna's topic to Joe Budden, to academics, to Shade Room, to all these places to actually discuss Burna at this point. And for me, I just find it so funny that people are making this shit so deep to the point where it's like, there's somebody attacking Burna right now. There's a few phone calls being made.
I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
I said right now.
No, I was talking about right now. But yeah, man, I
might not have a hit right now, right? But I think it's an easy target to put on him, which I'm not saying. And to be clear, because I don't want it to be somebody who come and say this is unfair. I am not saying that he doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying, if it is that simple, you to go and do 360 stage.
Yeah, man.
And
it's
I think that is what.
Yeah, it's not even that. I'm just seeing it from the perspective of.
But did you people see the PR?
Wait. I'm just seeing it from the. Yeah. That one too there now. That one too there. Obviously, you have to counter it.
There's 1 2 cents that you guys are not.
Wait, Chibi, I'll open the floor for a bit. We still have to get to more topics, but yeah, I'll open the floor for a bit. I just want to make it clear that there isn't, because people are trying to make it seem as if there's some level of like hidden agenda against Burna. Meanwhile, I mean, all the big three, the superstars in their camps, they suffer the same level of misinformation. We can't go through the laundry list of stan attacks that Davido has gone through or Wizkid has gone through, and Burna is going through it right now. We were obviously seeing that, but it doesn't make it right. Of course, like, misinformation is still misinformation. But at the end of the day, this is not a special treatment for Burna. This is not unique to Burna.
No,
I don't think it's. I just want to make that a clear stance, because I'm seeing a lot of people.
No, I was just speaking to the things people were saying.
Yeah, for sure.
At the show that I was at.
For sure.
I said, is this how agenda used to work? Because these things you people are saying happened.
Real quick, Chibi.
Yeah, and it did not happen.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. So the thing I was going to weigh in on is that what is happening right now is a culmination of Burna's bad behavior over the years.
Yeah.
So this is someone who has done a lot of. I think that's the major point. That's the point you have to start up.
Of course.
What is happening right now is,
of course,
people are, there've been people that he has cited since 2023 from Nigerian concerts to people at other shows and all of that. So then even the Afrobeat thing. So a lot of people feel that this is finally deserved. Like, you've been a lot of bad behavior.
Some people have had some pent up frustration. Be like, now is the avenue to express it. And I think it's
and it's very fair,
and it's very fair. Yes, it's very fair. I'm with you on that. Like, some of it is fair.
I love Burna, but I think that he's not had any repercussion for his bad behavior. Usually, it's always like a thing of where he does stuff and he gets away with it too easily. So I think for the first time, I'm actually seeing some level of repercussion for the behavior. It might not be like enormous or anything, but he seems to like have taken a step back and be like, okay, maybe I did do something.
Yes.